Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Phil Switch. My name is Phil Carute, and I am joined by my fearless co-host, Brock Tamarino. The Phil Switch podcast is brought to you by Sal's Tire Caps. Sal's Tire Caps. If you're thinking of getting a loved one Sal's Tire Caps for Christmas, why didn't your loved one already have Sal's on their tires? What a dummy. Merry Christmas. All right. Very good. Little Merry Christmas wish there from Sal this week. Christmas is right around the corner, Brock, just a few days away. People talking about shopping and junk food. Pretty much have all my shopping done. I say my shopping, but it's, I complete the shopping with my wife, and junk food is everywhere. So I'm trying not to split my pants everywhere I go now for the next week and a half or so. Brock, how are your Christmas preparations going?
Hey, about the same. Everybody does the same kind of thing. We get ready with presents and gifts and things like that, and eat a bunch of food that we've denied ourselves through part of the year. Some of us, obviously not everybody denies themselves junk food throughout the year. That's obvious. But, about the same thing, getting ready for Christmas, getting family stuff arranged, deciding who's going to bring what food, who's going to make what, how much food we're making. I don't know. We usually have a table for food, or regular food, meal food, and then we have a table for junk food. So, which my Aunt Shirley, she takes down about half of that table by herself. I don't mean that insulting. It's just the truth. Big lady, big woman. So between her and my uncle Stu, they wreak havoc on that table there. But then they have digestive problems for the next 2 weeks. So, you give and take. There's pros and cons to everything, I suppose. Moderation. We always say moderation, but that's lost on those two. So.
Yeah. That's two people taking down half a dessert table. It seems like a bad idea, especially for the digestive system. I hear that as you said, I hear that can wreak havoc. So, anyway, I thought we would take some callers, see what everybody's, or not everybody, obviously, dear Lord, we don't have that much time on the show, but see what at least a few of our callers have planned for Christmas, what they're doing, what kind of things they got going on, which is the same thing as what they're doing. So that was a little redundant. Anyway, our first caller, it looks like we got up, is Joe. Joe, tell us a little bit about your Christmas plans here on the Phil Switch.
Hey, guys, just, I appreciate you guys having me on. Merry Christmas, by the way. Happy Hanukkah, whatever you're celebrating. For me, it's Christmas. Same old. There are a couple things I've been wanting. Of course, I'm a single guy, so my Christmas wish list is always brought to you by yours truly. If there's kids listening, I mean Santa Claus, of course, wink, wink. But I plan on, I was thinking, actually, I got to a couple lakes past summer. Got out to the ocean a couple times, just taking some vacations, living that single life, you know what I'm saying? And I saw a couple people on those jet ski things, and so I thought, well, I'll rent one of those. I rented one of those, real fun, real good time. I tried to jump up in the air off the waves and do those cool little tricks, like you might have seen in the old Baywatch TV shows. Pamela Anderson, never really caught on to her. I don't know, different strokes, different folks. Anyway, so I plan on getting myself a jet ski. I think that'll be a good time. A couple people asked me, are you going to get one of those double ones where somebody can sit on with you? And I said, I think I'll just go single. Yeah, single. I don't want to jinx myself, but I think there's a good chance that this jet ski, I start getting on the lakes, I start getting out in the ocean, start perfecting some of those tricks, and I think old Joe here, Joe's gonna run into some ladies. You're going to run some ladies pretty quick that are thinking, wow, that guy is styling and profiling. They still use that phrase, I think. Still styling and profiling, and he's jumping off the waves and that jet ski. The guy's crazy out there. He's crazy. Women love bad boys. And, so that's kind of the Christmas plan is for me to get, of course, for me to get the jet ski, of course. But it's a long-term Christmas plan. You see, I'm playing the long game, what they call it, in the single life atmosphere. I'm playing the long game. So, Christmas gift. People are like, "Oh, you're getting a jet ski." I was like, "Well, more than meets the eye." Is that Transformers? Yeah, I think it is. More than meets the eye. I'm getting this jet ski for myself for Christmas. Happy Merry Christmas, Joe. And gonna see where it takes me here come spring and summer. See where it takes me. Maybe next time this year I'll be saying, well, I'm celebrating Christmas with my new gal. I got a new gal. Met her when I was jet skiing, doing a loop-de-loop. She knew she couldn't resist. Of course, I got one of those tight swimsuit things, suck all the water out and cling to your buttocks. So I got those, of course. I'm going to be wearing those out and women aren't going to be able to, they're not going to be able to pull their eyes away, obviously. So I was a pretty fit guy. And that's my plan. It's my plan. Like I said, immediate plan, Christmas, long game, come spring and summer. So that's my plan. That's not, yeah. Hey, good luck to you, Joe. Good luck. I look forward to hearing back from you about the jet ski if I remember to ask you. And best of luck. And good luck with the long game, by the way, for the spring and summer jet ski and tight shorts. So good luck to you, Joe, and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, guys. Always a pleasure to be on here. Thanks, guys.
All right. Next up, we have Jerry. Jerry checking in on his Christmas plans. Jerry, you're on the Phil Switch. What do you have planned for Christmas, bud?
Well, I guess I didn't think much about it before I dialed in. I probably should have prepared something, but I didn't want to get put on hold. Sometimes when I call in here, I'll get put on hold for a long time, and you guys got some of that corporate hold music that plays through one song there, and then it just gets to the end of that song, and then before you know it, it's just repeating that song again. I'm not very musical, but I'm able to pick up that it's the same song just playing over and over again, and so I quote-unquote jumped the gun. I didn't have a plan on what I was going to talk about for Christmas because, see, I wanted to be able to call in and not have to be on hold as long, but I thought maybe I would only be on hold for a little while, and then that'd give me time to think about what I wanted to talk about for Christmas with you guys, because that's what you wanted to talk about. But then I called too soon.
All right, Jerry. Do you wanna call back? Like maybe you hang up for a little bit and a couple other callers call in and then you call back later. Do you want to try that?
I guess I'd have to think about that, because I guess if I did that and I hung up, I got off the phone with you, and then I called back. I got your guys' number saved in my contacts. You guys know how to put numbers into contacts?
Yeah, we both have a phone. We're familiar with how to put names and numbers into contacts. Yeah, sure. So you got our number in your contacts, so you just want to give us a call back then?
Well, I reckon I'd rather not, because I'm on here with you guys right now, so my grandpa used to say nothing like the present. You know, I'd be talking to him about stuff sometimes, and he would say, Jerry, is there something you got to tell me? And I'd say, well, yeah, I'm thinking on it. And he'd say, well,
Nothing like the present, so go on ahead and tell me. And I said, well, I probably will. I just gotta think about it. And more times than not, my grandpa will just walk away. But,
So, Jerry, do you want to,
oh, God, I got an idea. So one thing that I probably do this Christmas, I already got my tree up. I put up some lights. I don't put them on outside because I can't see my lights outside. So it don't make no sense to put them on outside. But one thing I'll probably do, since I already got my tree up and my lights and stuff in the house, I'll probably have some of my friends come over. And I probably have one of my friends is a lady. I'll probably invite her. And we'll probably see if they want to come over on Christmas. And a lot of times they say, well, we got other things to do with family. I'll say, okay, you want to come over Christmas Eve? And sometimes they got something to do that day. So I'll say, well, do you want to come over the day after Christmas? And sometimes they got something to do on that day, but not all the time. So I'll probably think, well, if you guys aren't busy, I'll usually say that so they don't feel no pressure. I'll say, well, if you guys ain't busy, maybe we'll hang out on the day after Christmas. We'll usually play games or something when they come over. I'll usually make some kind of food or snacks or something, because if you have people come over to your house, it's nice if you have something for them to eat. So that's something I like to do. But I guess if I'm being honest, I haven't really done no planning now that I got time to think about it. I haven't done much planning. I probably should.
Jerry, if it sounds like you have a good plan that you're working on, so that's good to hear. Perhaps you could go with that plan, and
yeah, I think I will. I think I'll do that. I think I'll ask them to come over the day after Christmas and have some food and relax and socialize. Maybe play a game. Just kind of see where the day takes us.
Okay. All right, Jerry. Very good. Hey, Jerry, Merry Christmas. Always appreciate you calling in, talking with us. So Merry Christmas, Jerry, and we'll talk to you. We'll talk to you later. Merry Christmas, buddy. Hope your plans work out for you.
All right, thanks. Merry Christmas to you guys too. If I think of something else, I'll call back. Okay, bye.
all right, Jerry trying to figure out what he's going to do for Christmas. No problem. Sometimes, last minute plans and things like that can always be complicated. So, anyway, Jerry, good luck to you and Merry Christmas, buddy. Our next caller is Pat. Pat, you were on the Phil Switch. Curious what some of our callers are doing for Christmas. So, what are your plans? What are your preparations? Pat, go ahead.
Oh my gosh. Well, for one, oh Jesus. Guys, listen to me. This Christmas is going to be crazy. So they're planning on this big storm, right? Everybody's planning for it. People are like, we got to go to the grocery store, obviously, because you got to get food. Everybody needs food. You know, the one thing my barber brought up to me when I was a young child is he said, it's so crazy. You know, people are sitting here and there's a storm coming and people are like, well, I better go get bread and milk. And my barber was always like, why do people want to get bread and milk? And I said, that's a very good question, barber. You have a very good question here. And we started to dissect the issues, guys. And basically, people want bread and milk for numerous reasons. We never figured it out. But what are my Christmas plans and preparations? Well, for one, I hope this storm does not hit hard. Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus. If the storm hits hard, I don't even know what I'm going to do. I've got all kinds of events planned. On Christmas Eve, I've got a whole group of work friends coming over. We're going to come over. We're going to do karaoke, guys. It's going to be so fun. And Bill... he always sings the craziest songs. He always sings some Elvis. He sings some Sinatra. He usually works the room, works the crowd. In my living room, of course, is where we do it. So that's Christmas Eve. So I'm really hoping, because the storm is supposed to come before Christmas Eve. Fingers crossed, people. Fingers crossed. I don't want anything to happen. So what I'm hoping is that maybe the storm just is a lot calmer. Is a lot calmer than what they're expecting, yes. I'm hoping it's a lot calmer than what they're expecting. And then I have my Christmas Eve party with my work friends, right? Yeah, I'm going to have a Christmas Eve party with my work friends. And then what I'm hoping, so on Christmas, it's pretty low key. On Christmas, what's going to happen is that I'm just going to do stuff with family. Just do stuff with family. We're going to hang out. We're going to have all kinds of food. It's going to be great. My Aunt Carla, oh gosh, she makes the best goulash, the best Christmas goulash. Have you guys had Christmas goulash? I can't say that I've had Christmas goulash. I've had goulash, but I don't know if it's the same as... Oh, it's exactly the same. We just call it Christmas goulash because it's Christmas time. And so we're going to have Christmas goulash, which is the same, except it's Christmas time, so we call it Christmas goulash. And we're going to have that. So that's Aunt Carla. She makes it every year. Nobody challenges her. Everybody's like, make your Christmas goulash, please. And she's like, I will abide. And so we're going to do that. And then what happens typically is my Uncle Henry, he will come a little bit late. He'll be a little bit, he'll have a little bit of the sauce, if you know what I mean. He'll come a little bit saucy, probably illegally driving there. And he'll usually come in, but he's one of those happy drunks. So he'll come in and he'll start making all kinds of jokes and stuff. He'll inevitably offend my Aunt Susan. Oh my gosh, Aunt Susan, she's so sensitive. He'll say something typically about her shoes because she wears these horrific shoes every year. Oh my gosh. He'll say something about her shoes. She'll get mad. She'll go into the bathroom. My mother will have to go and talk to her and comfort her. Then she'll come back out. My mother will come back out first, actually, and she'll say, okay, I think she's going to be okay. I think Aunt Susan's going to be okay. Everybody, if you could just kind of be quiet for a little while, maybe we play some cards, things like that. My Aunt Susan will come out. She'll be wiping her eyes. They'll be red, of course, because she's been crying. And she'll come out, and she'll usually play it off like nothing happened until my Uncle Bill says something else about her socks. Because she'll have taken his shoes off in the bathroom and left them in there so he can't insult her shoes. And he'll say something about his socks. That will throw her into a complete whirlwind. And she will go back, instead of to the bathroom this time, she will go into my mother's room. Yeah, she'll go into my mother's bedroom because my mother has extra Kleenex boxes in there. She likes keeping the extra Kleenex boxes in her bedroom. So my Aunt Susan will go through about 2 to 3 Kleenex boxes. My mom will go back and comfort her and talk to her. Now, this is all assuming my Uncle Bill shows up. Sometimes he doesn't always find his way there. One time, actually, back in, 2017, he never showed up. We don't know where he was. He doesn't know where he was. He doesn't remember anything. But my Aunt Susan, she said it was the best Christmas she's ever had. So she'll go back to my mother's bedroom. My mother will go back there. She will talk to her. She'll try to comfort her. And she will come out, and by this time, Uncle Bill will be passed out on the couch. So when she comes out, everything will be fine. All right. Is there anything else that you're going to be doing during that time? Aside from Christmas Eve and Christmas, that's really all I got planned. I might do something later that week, like maybe on that Monday or Tuesday, but I don't know. It's just kind of up in the air. I'm kind of a free spirit, if you know what I mean, guys.
All right, cool. Well, hey, Pat, thank you very much for calling in, and we wish you a Merry Christmas. We hope that your family has a great time, and we will talk to you later.
Thanks, guys. Love you guys. You guys have a blessed Christmas. Okay, love you guys. You guys, oh my gosh, you guys are the greatest. All right. So next caller we have is Yoshki. Yoshki, welcome to the Phil Switch. Why don't you go ahead and tell us what some of your Christmas plans and preparations are, and what you're planning for Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever it is you celebrate.
Okay, thank you. Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah. Okay, thank you.
Yoshki, so what are you planning for your holiday?
The producer said that he hung up.
Okay. Well, Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah, Yoshki. Thank you for calling into the Phil Switch. We have time for one more caller. All right, we have Reverend Bobby Springsworth calling in. Reverend, how are you? What are you planning for Christmas? The floor is yours, Reverend.
Oh, Lord. Phil and Brock, thank you for having me on at this very special time. Oh, Lord. Phil, I'm calling in. Brock, I'm calling in. I'm calling into the Phil Switch. I'm calling into you guys. I'm reaching out to you guys. I'm reaching out to your producer. I'm reaching out to your listeners. Do you guys feel me? Do you guys feel me? Phil, do you feel me?
Yeah, I feel you. Bobby, let me ask you one thing. Do you want to tell us any of your plans, or...
Oh, Phil, I'm going to tell you my plans. Oh, Lord, I'm going to tell you my plans. But I got it. You know I got to come on here. And Phil, I got to say a nice prayer for the Phil Switch. Can I say a prayer for the Phil Switch? Oh, Lord.
Yeah, that's fine, Bobby. You can say a prayer for this Phil Switch and then tell us your plans.
I'm going to tell you my plans in the way of prayer. Can you feel me? Phil, can you feel me? Brock, oh, Lord. Brock, I can feel you. Brock, I feel your spirit coming through me. Lord, I'm going to start my prayer. Lord, Merry Christmas, Lord. Lord, also, I want to give a small prayer for the Phil Switch, Lord. I pray that they have a great holiday season, Lord. I pray 'tis a reason for the season, Lord. Oh, Lord, I hope that you work through Phil. I hope that you work through Brock. I hope that you work for the Phil Switch, through the Phil Switch, Lord. Lord, I want you to work through them like that Taco Bell burrito worked through me earlier this afternoon, Lord. Oh, Lord, you got to work through them, Lord. I want them to feel your power, Lord. I want them to know this Christmas, Lord, you are with the Phil Switch. Oh, Lord, are you listening to me? Lord, I can hear you. I can feel you, Lord. Please take the Phil Switch. This is their first Christmas. Is this your first Christmas, Phil, for the Phil Switch?
Yeah, this is actually our first Christmas. Yeah, the first Christmas of the Phil Switch, Reverend.
Oh, Lord, this is special, Lord. Lord, the first Christmas for the Phil Switch, the first Hanukkah for the Phil Switch. For those out there celebrating Hanukkah, oh, Lord, please tell me I haven't missed anything. Lord. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. And Lord, a happy podcast here on the Phil Switch. Lord, listen to me now. I got you in the grasp. I got you. Listen to me, Lord. Oh, Lord, I can feel listening to me. Lord, I can feel you listening to me. Lord, I can feel you working through me here on the Phil Switch. I can hear you. I can feel you working through me through Christmas, Lord. Phil asked me what my plans for Christmas are. Brock asked me what my plans for Christmas are. Lord, what do you think my plans are for Christmas, Lord? Lord, what do you think my plans are? That's right, Lord, I'm going to spend the day with you, Lord. Oh, Lord, just like every other day, but this day, Lord, is special. I think we all know why, Lord. 'Tis the reason for the season. Lord, I thank you for having me here. My plans are going to be with you, Lord. With you, Lord, my family, my friends. I'll be thinking about the Phil Switch, Lord. I'll be thinking about Phil and Brock, thinking about what they're doing, what they're eating, Lord. Brock talked about an overindulgence of caloric intake, Lord. Lord, Brock talked about an overindulgence of caloric intake, Lord. Got to be careful for that. Brock, you're not a spring chicken. I want you to make sure that you're taking care of your calories, Brock. Oh, Lord, help Brock take care of his calories, Lord. Maybe only 2 helpings of turkey and 1 helping of ham. Lord, please be with Brock and Phil during this Christmas season. Lord, I'm looking forward to spending time with you and my family and friends, Lord. Maybe a little bit overindulgence now and then, Lord. Maybe extra Rice Krispie treat, Lord. Those are my favorite, Lord. Lord, I thank you for Rice Krispie treats. Nothing's too small to thank the Lord for. Phil and Brock, I thank you for having me on your show. I thank you for letting me pray with you. Lord, 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 Lord. Once again, please be with Brock, Phil, the Phil Switch, and everybody listening, Lord. Lord, thank you. Merry Christmas.
All right. Thank you, Reverend. Appreciate that. And the producer said that he hung up right away. So thank you. Thank you for that. And Phil, I just want to all the listeners, I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. I believe we're going to have a show between now and New Year's. So I'll just wish you Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holiday, whatever it is you celebrate. And thank you for listening to the Phil Switch from now until Christmas. Yeah, Happy Holidays, people.
All right. Thank you, Brock. Very well done. Yes. Thank you, everyone, as always, for listening to the Phil Switch. We wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, all the good stuff. We wish it to our listeners. We thank you guys for the support and listening to us. And we'll probably say this again next episode because that'll be the end of the year for us. So anyway, as always, guys, thanks for listening to the Phil Switch. If you guys would like to catch me on my other podcast, The First and 15th, which I co-host with Kaplowitz Media, you can do so by listening and looking for it wherever it is you listen to podcasts. If you would like to reach out to us, contact us, you can do that through email at thephilswitch@gmail.com. Again, that's thephilswitch@gmail.com. You can also do that in the comments section on our YouTube channel. And, you can leave you can rate and review the Phil Switch if you so care to, which might be a nice Christmas gift to the Phil Switch, actually, as long as it's a good rating review. Otherwise, it'd, kind of be a lump of coal or something, I guess. But anyway, guys, we wish you all a great week. We wish you a Merry Christmas, and we'll talk to you soon here at the Phil Switch.